Here is the workshop. Today's workshop is about cycling injuries. I had also asked you what are the specific problems that you are facing. So most of the problem have said one was knee pain. Majority of the people said knee pain, outer knee pain, front of the knee, that, and numbness of the foot. Hand also, hand and wrist also, I think some people said. So that I'm going to cover for sure. I want to discuss a few things that will help you understand cycling a little bit better. You do cycling, you are a cyclist, but sometimes it's important to understand some basic things which will help you put together next time an injury comes along. You don't have to run to a doctor, you don't have to run to a friend, you will understand how to fix it yourself. So that's what this. There are a few exercises that I want to help you with, and I also have a couple of resources for you. The resources are one is a cyclist guide, and there is also a foam rolling cheat sheet. Now both of these are available in soft copies. So those of you who are interested, please ask me for it. I will send it to you. I am a spine and sports physiotherapist. My name is Dr. Rajni Patil, as you know. I practiced my initial 10 years in the US, and the rest of the years I've been here in Mumbai. Shivaji Park, this is my clinic. I am passionate about treating all sports, but running and cycling tend to be my passion topics. So I help a lot of runners and cyclists become pain-free. If they have injuries, then I can help them get over those injuries. I can help them run their favorite marathon or whatever their races that they've signed up for without any injuries. But the space that I most am passionate about is preventing anything from starting in the first place. Because once an injury starts, it takes a long time for it to heal. A lot of my work is also in the preventive area, so that I'm trying to prevent you from getting injured in the first place. From a cycling perspective, from a cyclist perspective, depending on where you are in your cycling journey. Okay, so you might be either a beginner, you may have just bought a cycle, or rented one, borrowed one, whatever it is, or you may be somebody who is already cycling for many years. If you sign up for one or two races in the year, then you are an advanced cyclist. Okay, if you're competing at that level. The people who are beginners, you all know why you're cycling. You know the health benefits of it. It's a great cardio. It's non-impact. That is the best thing about cycling, that you can lose weight, you can socialize, you can be out there getting fit without having a lot of impact injuries, right? So that's the great thing about cycling. So the con here is that yes, safety is a big factor, but the other con is cyclists think that it's okay to just take your cycle and go out for a ride. Okay. Whereas any other sport, there is a lot of warm up and cool down built in. Now you have to tell me whether I'm right or wrong, okay? Because I know a lot of cyclists who don't spend time doing any kind of warm up. Even during the rides, they will not take a break or do any kind of stretching. So you want to spend a good 8 minutes doing a warm up, and afterwards you should spend, depending on the mileage that you've done, how long your ride was, you should have done a good 10-minute cool down, which should include a foam roller as well as stretch. Let's talk about bike fit. What exactly is a bike fit? Why is this the first thing that I'm talking about? Whenever I get a cyclist in the clinic with knee pain, yes, I'm assessing their knee. I'm checking out what are the factors that are causing the knee pain. But I'm also going to tell them, you're going to bring your cycle to the clinic. I'm going to check you cycle here. I'm going to do a slow motion video of you. I'm going to check if the major parameters are correct. Because if that is not corrected, and if I treat you, I will only get 50-60% of the results. You will go out and cycle again. If the cycle ergonomic, the bike fit is not there, then again you're going to land up in the same problem. So this is why the bike fit is extremely critical. Bike fits, there are two kinds. One is a qualitative bike fit. The other is a quantitative bike fit. What is a qualitative one? A qualitative one is the one that I am doing for you, which is I'm going to look at you sit on your cycle, I'm going to look at you ride, and I'm going to see whether the major things are lining up properly. Okay, if they are not, then I'm going to make small tweaks, and I'm going to tell you to, okay, go take it to the shop and change or tweak some of these things. A quantitative one is where it's a computerized analysis done, and this is a full-fledged one. Now, who needs to do a full-fledged quantitative analysis? Somebody who is doing anything more than 60, 80, 100. You must make sure you get once, at least you must do a bike fit which is quantitative. But the least you should have done is a qualitative. If you have never done a bike fit before, it is a problem. And if you are suffering from any kind of pain right now, please know that the minute you fix that, 50-60% आपका problem निकल जाएगा. But there are few factors. One major mistake that cyclists will make is when they're cycling, their elbow will be completely locked out. So I want you to go back and think about this when you cycle next. Key factor when you're cycling, your elbow has to be at a 20-30 degree bend. The other thing is the knee. So when you're standing on the cycle, your foot should not fully be flat on the ground. You should only be able to put your toe on the ground. Okay, if your full flat is on foot is on the ground, this means that the saddle height is too low. It needs to go up a little bit. Right? Why this is important? Because when you are cycling and the knee bends and straightens, the more the knee has to bend, the more biomechanical forces are acting on the knee joint, but also the quadricep muscle, the top muscle here, the thigh muscle. And that is going to cause a lot of shear and friction and strain on the knee joint, and that is not good. So look at that, standing mein khali toe touch ho raha hai ki nahi. The other one is when the pedal is all the way down, at that point your knee, the patella, the top of the knee has to be directly on your toe. If you want me to check out if you are able to come down to the clinic, please do, I will check it for you. So the bike fit can not only prevent injuries, it can also make your rides so much more efficient, that you're not expending as much energy, because everything will be lined up perfect. Saddle height dekho kahan hai, knee position dekho, rider's reach. So like I said, elbow should be about 20-30 degree bend. Hand position, you want to have neutral wrist. You don't want to be bent too far forward, you don't want to be here. If you are riding like this for a long time, it's going to cause a lot of friction in the carpal tunnel here, giving you tingling numbness in the hand. So you want to grip, yes, but not gripping too hard, and wrist should not be fully extended. When we think about injuries, we think about it's a big thing. It doesn't need to be. An injury is just a pain, and it will get worse with time if you don't address it. The other type of injury is, agar samjho you've done for 2 months you did not cycle. Okay, you took a break. Then one day your whole group was going for cycling, and then you did like 50 or maybe 75, 100. This is also a cycling injury. This is a little bit more serious. Both of them need to be addressed, because pain, any pain, knee pain ho, numbness ho, anything, all these are signs that are telling you that something is wrong. The injuries that I am talking about, these are the most common ones. Depending on the cycle that you're riding, puts a lot of more strain on the neck as compared to a mountain bike. It all depends on the position. Now, if you are in a position, this is your position. What are the things that can happen? Neck pain, definitely. Why neck pain? Because you are here, but you have to look straight ahead. So if your helmet is heavy, if your neck is already stiff to begin with, if you've not done any warm-up, cool down for the upper body, then this can build up a lot of strain in the neck and cause neck pain. Mid-back, so mid-back and upper back, these are the pains that happen to cyclists who are not used to cycling. So sometimes they are adaptation pain. You're not used to sitting like that for long periods of time. Then this pain can arise. There are things that you can do for that. You have to open your thoracic spine and do some mobility work for the thoracic spine. Lower back pain, again, very common. A lot of cyclists have lower back pain. Now, lower back pain for cyclists comes from 2-3 reasons. One is if your core is not strong enough to sustain the amount of mileage that you are doing. Okay, so if your core is at X strength, you should be able to do about 30-kilometer ride without any problems. But if you pushed it to 100 kilometers, obviously your back is going to suffer, because directly strain back pe padta hai. That's one. The second is just the position. The position is fully forward bent. Now, when you are in a forward bent position, your lower back muscles are strained. They are pulled in that position for a long period of time. So what can you do for that? You want to include some mobility exercises to open your lower back. You want to work on your core. You want to take enough break in between and stretch your back. Okay, now let's look at buttock and groin pain. This is surely from the fact that you're sitting on the saddle for such a long time. There are a lot of padded accessories that you get that you can use. But if you don't take enough break, and if you're consistently loading, and obviously the roads are not meant for long rides, so you're doing a lot of bumpy stuff. Because of the impact, if you've gone over a big pothole, one, so you want to stand up and not allow for that impact to come. But if you didn't have time to, reflexively do that quickly, then you've got that impact, so you want to be careful. Impact सबसे पहले groin area में आएगा, saddle पे आएगा, and it will come on the lower back. That's where you will get most of the impact. Of course, then the next place it will come is to the neck. Next is the knee pain. Knee pain, very, very common. So many reasons for cyclists having knee pain. What is doing majority of the work? So your quad, which is your thigh muscle, that's doing majority of the work. The next one is the calf. Okay, these are the two that are continuously. But remember, when the quad works, when you're pushing down, that's when the quad is working the most. When you're bringing your leg backwards, your hamstring, which is the back, that's working the most. So both have to have enough strength. When you cycle, what makes you move ahead? It's your knee and your foot, right? But what is the rest of the body doing? The rest of the body of the muscles have to hold you there, na? Nahi to you'll fall off the cycle, cannot. It's your core, your postural muscles, the back, the full extensor. You understand the extensor? Everything from your neck back to the tailbone are your extensor muscles. These are the muscles that are stabilizing you there in place so that your leg can do this over and over and over and over. When I say incorrect pedaling, it means कि quadricep थोड़ी देर के बाद गिव अप करने वाला है. फिर क्या होगा? नी थोड़ा ऐसा बाहर साइड पे जाएगा, आराम से नी अंदर जाएगा, बाहर जाएगा, प्रेशर ज़्यादा नी जॉइंट पे आएगा instead of the foot. Right, so all those things, and these happen so subconsciously. People walk if they've had an old injury on say right knee. Subconsciously वो एरिया पे वेट ही नहीं डालेंगे. हाँ, तो वेट कहाँ जा रहा है? कहीं और जा रहा है ना. वो पार्ट एक्स्ट्रा वर्क कर रहा है. This is what we have to think about. Everything that we use in cycling must be strong, correct? Must be warmed up so it's ready to cycle. If that is not the case, obviously the muscle imbalances are happening while we are cycling, not understanding. But when you do have some kind of pain, please address it faster than not. The next one is foot numbness and foot pain. But the biggest reason that I have seen in my experience is that cyclists wear shoes that are too tight. Okay, the forefoot the toe area has to be relaxed. वहाँ जगह होनी चाहिए. And your foot, because of the position that it is in, you have to give some space in the front of the shoe, so that even when they think it is perfect, it's not. Plus सबके पैर भी अलग है ना. So you may have a broad foot and he might have a thinner forefoot. Squeezing your toes so much, तो वो numbness problem कम हो जाएगी. Just let me talk about hand numbness also. Hand numbness क्यों हो रही है? One, I told you the reason is if your elbows are completely locked. What happens if your elbow is completely locked? Your full body weight is going right onto your carpal tunnel, this area, right? लेकिन अगर bend है elbow तो पूरा pressure body weight वहाँ नहीं जा रहा है, right? Then you are shifting your body weight onto your lower back. Lower back hip muscles are bigger muscles. They are doing more work. But if you have shifted your body weight आगे, ये तो बहुत छोटे छोटे muscles हैं. यहाँ को अगर आपने ज़्यादा load कर दिया, तो there's going to be a lot of friction here. Please understand that any numbness means two things it can be. It can be या तो circulation cut off हो गई है या nerve compression. For foot, if the shoe is too tight, then what? Circulation cut off हो गया. That's why the numbness. But because you are sitting on the saddle, remember the nerves that go into your foot are coming from the lower back. वहाँ भी compression हो सकती है. The nerve that comes from the neck going into your hand. Knee pain. Let's talk about knee pain. Can you see the slide? This is about knee position. Knee pain can arise primarily due to the position of the knee, but also the position of the foot. अगर foot pointed out है, foot pointed in है, so the knee has to work extra hard ऊपर. Okay, so look at where your foot position is, but most critically have somebody look at you from the front. This is why when I do the bike test, I'll do a slow motion video and I'll see you riding from the front, from the back. I'll see you riding from the side. So this is giving me details. When I see you from the front, I can see ये knee क्या कर रहा है. ये बाहर जा रहा है, straight है. Hip, knee, foot have to be in the same line. Hip, knee, foot have to be in the same line. See this angle, see this angle. कुछ ना पड़े. Okay? ये चीज पहले fix करो. और कुछ करोगे कि नहीं करोगे knee के लिए ये पहले fix करो. Okay? So the knee, if it's out or whether it's in, look at that. If it's out, it can also mean that your inner thigh or adductor muscles are not very strong. You're not able to keep your legs together. Okay, that could also mean that. And if they are in, it could mean that your gluteus medius, your glutes or your core muscles are not very strong to keep that leg out. It could also be that. Pain on the outer side of the knee typically means that you are either the knee position is not correct. Okay, these are the reasons why you get ITB syndrome. ITB is what? It's a structure that goes from the outer hip down to the outer knee. अगर वो एरिया में बहुत फ्रिक्शन है, अगर आप उसको फोम रोल नहीं कर रहे हो, स्ट्रेच नहीं कर रहे हो, वार्म अप कूल डाउन नहीं कर रहे हो, एंड इफ योर पोजीशन इज नॉट एग्जैक्टली करेक्ट, आपने बाइक फिट नहीं किया, दिस लीड्स टू दैट, राइट? सो सम पीपल डिड से दैट दे हैव लैटरल नी पेन. Lateral knee pain is outer side of the knee. Inner side of the knee अगर issue है, this is more the joint line. अगर if there is any pain on the joint line, guys, joint line is what? So this. So joint line is this and this. this is the patella. So if you have pain directly on this bone or directly on the outer bone or directly on this bone, you can go back. These are bony issues. This definitely gets checked out first. Then this is medically it needs to be managed. But if it is generalized knee pain, मतलब knee ऐसा पूरा knee stiff लगता है, center, anterior knee pain, अगर stiff लग रहा है after the rise or the day next day, then this is either a warm up cool down का issue or it could be a quadriceps strength issue. Lower back, already told you a little bit about it. इसमें the biggest difference that you can do for yourself are two things. One is अगर आप saddle height को adjust करते हो so that the angle is not so acute. To do the reverse of that, what are you doing? You're doing so much flexion. What is the reverse of flexion? Extension. So in your warm up, you will do a lot of extensions. Okay, 10, 20, 30 extension karo before you hop onto the side. So the more back bends you do, you are preventing strain building up from this position, right? And cool down may be include karo. अगर आपको back pain है, then this is the best advice that you will ever get. Do this first, during, after. So this carpal tunnel area, उसमें arteries भी है, veins भी है, nerves भी है. So अगर वो area compress होता है, तो numbness very quickly it comes. But don't forget that it can also come from the neck. Neck, lot of strain builds up here sheerly because of the position. Because our neutral of the neck is what this, which is not normal, na? So what will you do for that? Now, isme you want to do the reverse. So for lower back, what did I tell you? Because you are in a forward position, you want to do a lot of backward bending, correct? Now the exercise to correct for the neck position is a chin tuck, which will correct that extension. So a little chin tuck and a little bit forward bend. This is the exercise that you can do before, during and after your ride. And it's an easy one to do, right? 5-10 reps करोगे तो भी बहुत फर्क पड़ जाएगा. Achilles tendonitis, heel pain. अगर है तो that typically could be because calves are tightening up and you're not foam rolling enough. So that could be the reason. Patella tendonitis is any knee issue, then this is the solution for that in bike adjustment. So ITB. So these are all things that I've given you that you can fix on your own. What else can you do during the ride? When you ride, remember it's a rotation movement of the leg again and again and again. So we want to prevent a lot of these repetitive strains from reducing. The knee is the one that we have to protect. So what can you do? During the ride, you can take a break and open the whole back. The best position to open the whole back is sit down in a full squat position. So doing a full squat down, as an athlete, whether you are a cyclist or a runner or a jogger, you must be able to full functional squat. What do I mean by a full functional squat? Yeah, so I'm talking about Indian toilet sitting, because that eventually is going to cause issues somewhere. Thank you so much for being here. If you want the soft copy of the cyclist guide, please let me know. I will send you the soft copy. Foam rolling, very very important. This cheat sheet has the pictures and everything, but जो मैंने इसमें दिखाया है in warm up cool down का जो sheet है, one sheeter है. If you use that, that is also good enough. Okay. So I'll take more questions in the group. Stay connected. I'm shutting the session now, closing it.